So with that women's doubles concluded, we now turn our attention to men's doubles. And it's the Olympic champions, M.Kido and Hendra H.Setiawan of Indonesia, up against the number 2 seeds, Jung and Yong from Korea.
Olympic champions, runners-up at the Korean Premier Superseries and semi-finalists at the Indonesian Premier Superseries. Their opponents for today, from Korea, Jung and Yong.
So the Olympic champions, M.Kido and Hendra H.Setiawan, make their way onto court. Both of them 27 years of age. And the Koreans, seeds, only making their second appearance here at the Denmark Open. Last appearance 4 years ago, in 2007, when they reached the quarterfinal, lost out to Kai Yun and Fu Haifeng in And I think, Ian, that's one of the wonderful things about the Premier Super Series now, the fact that the top players are contracted to support all of these events. And here we have players, you know, some of the Chinese players only making their first, second or third appearance at the Denmark Open. Here for the Koreans, only their second appearance. More of the top players are playing and supporting all of the Super Series now.
Oh, it's been a real bonus this year. The Premier, something to the calendar, I have to say. Top players obliged to play each other more often, more regularly, and of course that's what badminton fans want. Best playing against the best on a regular basis, and we've certainly got that this year. Yes. And this men's doubles is a great example of that.
Yeah, of course the Indonesians have been good supporters here in Denmark. 3 times they've been in the final of this particular event, winning in 2008, and beaten finalists in 2004, and again last year lost out to Bo and Mogensen. Number 7 at the moment, 20 and 12 their win-loss record for the year. In fact, they're trying to make it through to their first final of 2011. This is their 3rd semi-final, having been in the semi-final in Indonesia and Japan as well. But they've had a battle royal to get through to this stage. In the first round against Adam Svelina and Michael Logosz of Poland, had points in that second game, before winning it 22-20. Second round against the pair from Taipei, had to come 19 down in the deciding game, but yesterday in the quarter-final against the World Championships silver medalist Ko and Yu game, they were 15-20 down in that second game. They saved 5 match points. They had a run of 7 straight points to come from 15-20 down to win that second 22-20, and the decider 21-19. It really was a thrilling quarter-final. So the Indonesians have been living dangerously. And the Koreans, number 2 in the world rankings. Good win-loss record for the year, 45 and 8. 7 finals from 11 individual tournaments, winning 4 titles. 2 Super Series, the Korean, the first ever Premier Super Series event, and the China Masters. Really a very consistent pair indeed. But they had to battle in the second round against the Danes Mads Pedersen and Jonas Rasmussen. Dropped the opening game and looked a little bit lethargic to me in that opening game, but came back very, very strongly in the decider, 21-7. And yesterday against the Chinese combination in the quarterfinal, Liu Xiaolong and Chu Xian games, but it was both tough games.
Gentlemen, ready to play.
So for the Indonesians, current Olympic champions, former world champions, current Asian Games gold medalist. Look at our match officials for the last of our semi-finals this afternoon. Well, Jung Jae-sung, only man on court that has an Olympic gold medal. Because, of course, his partner, Yong is the current Olympic mixed doubles champion with Lee Ho-jung. He's already played earlier today in the semi-finals, did Lee Yong-dae with his new partner Ha Jung-won. Lost out to the world number 2 ranked pair, Zhu Chen and Ma Jin. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, on my right, Jung Jae-sung, Dae, Korea. On my left, Markis, M.Kido, Hendra, H.Setiawan, Indonesia. Lee Yong-dae to serve to Markis, M.Kido. Love all, play.
So the number 2 seed from Korea, the far side of the court, twice world championship silver medalist, up against the current Olympic champions, and former champions here in Denmark 3 years ago. And there's been a little bit of a resurgence in the form of course, desperately unlucky not to be able to compete at the recent World Championships because M.Kido was suffering from typhoid. Both had injury problems, both got knees heavily strapped. Just wide. Now this is the 9th meeting between these two pairs in ranking tournaments, because I know that the Asian Games in the semi-final, but in ranking tournaments it's the Koreans that hold on the previous 8, having won 5 of them. It's a good rally. Indonesians seem really quite content to defend in that rally. Ian?
Yeah, what's been nice in this tournament is to see M.Kido back and playing and looking enthusiastic again. He's had a lot of illness, 1 or 2 injuries this year. He's never really found his rhythm, but this week he's looked somewhere back near his best, I'd have to say. And that's good for the game, because he's one of the great entertainers.
Yeah, it's not the tallest of athletes, 165. But my goodness, what he lacks in height, he makes up for in enthusiasm when he's really on fire, really fired up. And oh, 5 straight points to the Koreans.
Yeah, both pairs look as though they're quite confident in defence. Both feel they've got the measure of their opponent's attacking play.
Smashing 261.
7-2.
I think we'll see even harder smashes than that to come. Oh, look at that defence. Goodness gracious. Well, it's 8 straight points now to the Koreans.
It's good racket work off the body, changing the direction. Good play. Just seemed to rush that a little bit. I know he likes to see that. Never really in position. Indonesians already looking a little bit frustrated from the rear court. I feel they need to maybe go to the centre of the court a little bit first, set the play up, rather than going directly for the lines. And there we see the strength of this Indonesian pair when H.Setiawan gets into that front court position, sees the shuttle really early. Quick racket work, feature of this doubles.
Well, the Koreans go to the mid-game interval, having won 11 of the last 13 points. 7-point advantage. I always thought when H.Setiawan was winning the world title, Olympic title, 2007 world champions, Olympic champions in Beijing in 2008, I really thought that H.Setiawan was probably the best front court player in badminton at being able to read the game. Didn't have the raw speed and athletic ability of somebody like Kai Yun from China, but my goodness, he always seemed to be in the right place at the right time, and his understanding of when to move, when to try and intercept, I thought he was second to none.
Yeah, and over the last 18 months ago, they've had so many interruptions with injuries and illness that he just seems to have lost a little bit of confidence. And also, I think M.Kido was struggling with a knee injury for a while, then he was struggling with illness, wasn't able to apply such intensity from the rear court to create the opportunities for his... And the partnership's just broken down a little bit, although this week they've looked a lot better than I've seen them for a while. And that's a good example.
Yeah. Strapping on M.Kido's knee. I wonder also, Ian, you know, if the fact that both the Indonesians have very happy lives off court. They've both recently got married, and you know, their new wives, they seem happier in themselves and, you know, perhaps more relaxed in general. It's affecting the badminton?
Possibly. Sometimes stability helps. Sometimes it takes some time to adjust to a new lifestyle. But I think the two players has really been an horrendous run of injuries and illnesses, and when one's been fit, the other one's got injured, and the other one's come back and one's got ill. You know, missing the World Championships must have been a big blow for them, really.
Yes, because they'd missed the World Championships in 2009, and they were defending champions. Missed the World Championships because M.Kido was suffering from high blood pressure.
That's good pressure. Both Indonesian players there moving forward, driving the Koreans back off the net and fixed in that mid-court position, keeping the attack.
263.
And again, H.Setiawan there, driving back to Lee Hyundai, not letting Lee Hyundai move forward to the net. It's good tactics.
Oh. Down the middle. Standard tactic in doubles. But you don't expect a pair that's been playing together since they... not had the understanding of who's going for that middle one.
That's good. That's deep in defence there. Jung took it very late there, but look, he's quick to get forward after it. Physical ability.
Yeah, we were slightly critical of Jung Jae-sung in his second round match against the Danes, Conrad, and thought he looked a little bit lethargic, but he looks much, much sharper today.
Yeah, he looks ready for the fight today. I guess the coaches have been onto him because his partner had a long 3 sets in the mixed doubles semi earlier on, and I guess the talking to Jung and saying you've got to step up, take some responsibility here. And he certainly looks quicker. That's another good example, very quick in behind. We certainly weren't seeing that in the second round match, where he was very passive in defence. Yeah, good play.
20, game point 11.
They found a good rhythm here, the Korean pair, serving very well. Solid in defence, and when they get in the attacking opportunities,
268.
Very effective.
Yeah, it's game points. 9 of them. 1 though.
That's an impressive first set from the Koreans.
First game won by Jung Jae-sung.
Yeah, just the time back to the 10 minutes. And it is very, very impressive, isn't it? I think Jung Jae-sung is already 3rd on the list this week, isn't he, as the hardest smashers?
He's been up there. So he looks a lot more alive today. Quick to get forward, which is not always his strength. Tends to hang back.
So the Indonesian coach spending a lot longer with his players than the Korean. Very confident, yeah. Pat on the back, boys.
Yeah, classic Korean coaching there. If you lift high, step up on defence, and then change the direction. That's good. Just getting the attack a little bit too easily for me. Indonesians have got to work a bit harder on the first 3 shots. Try and create their own attacking opportunities.
Well, that's a pity from H.Kido's point of view, because he made an effort to really try and take it early on his backhand side, but found the net. That's clever.
1-2.
Yeah, good return. Creates the space for his partner to use.
Koreans very defensive stance there. They have been vulnerable to a little drop shot. That's clever.
Yeah, we can see this game. H.Setiawan trying to step up and get control of the front court. Yeah, that's better play.
4-2.
Good serve. The receiver to push the shuttle up.
That's over. 3-4.
That's careless. Looked a little bit too casual to me on that defensive shot, M.Kido.
Yeah, no pace on it. He's not as comfortable, is he? Too much time to think. He's got too many options. Oh, it's a great shot.
Yeah, tremendous smash there from H.Setiawan.
Real acceleration. And placement. Well, you said it, Jill. You called it 2 points before. Kido, the big smash. The Koreans very deep in defence. And lots of space for the block.
Good defence.
That's great defence. It's not easy to change the direction from there. You need a very strong forearm. We'll see. Smash, and look at that. Great agility to get the body out of the way, get the racket placed, and then have the power to turn it away.
Just wide.
7, 6.
There's a real difference in power from the baseline, isn't there? Indonesians making no impression on the Korean defence, whereas when the Koreans are getting the attack, they're able to set their partners up in the forecourt. Dangerous times for the Indonesians, I think.
Yes, I agree. Oh, that's beautiful.
7, 9.
Yeah, classic H.Setiawan. Off return, gives himself time to get the racket up, intercepts the drive.
Smash there. Oh, I was just about to say, what a good was called as a fault.
10, 8.
Struck above the waist as the service judge.
That's better placement off the defence there.
9, 10.
That's good inside channel there. Hoping to defend on the backhand side. H.Setiawan alive to it, smashing at the inside.
Good judgment. Indonesia's back level. Yeah, we were fretting about them when they were 9-6 down.
Just a little bit more potent, the attack, isn't it, when Jung's in the rear court? Just able to apply a little bit of extra pressure.
Gini banget, terus apa namanya? Terus pas lagi mereka servis, jangan buru-buru. Mereka dapat poinnya banyak banget dari situ tuh. Agak ini lebih kayak
22 career titles for this Indonesian pair, 8 of them Super Series. And 22 career titles for this Korean combination. With the Koreans, they've won 13 Super Series events. Plus, of course, the Super Series finals in 2009 in Johor Bahru.
Good play from H.Setiawan. Push, return, rack it up. Picks off the drive. Oh, that's good. Didn't rush it, almost had time to have a look where they were. That's great, just delayed it, held it. Placed it into the space.
Forced to play the backhand there. M.Kido wasn't aware that Yong was coming forward to the net. That's the one.
That's good pressure. 3-4 power smashes, forcing the Koreans back in the court, driving them off the net. And then the change of pace, using the space in the front court.
Yeah, that was clever. Forcing Yong to turn. Shuttle has gone past him at the net, tempting him into playing it.
13-14.
Oh, super smash. Straight down the line.
M.Kido special there. High risk, but well executed. Yeah, we're disappointed there. Got into his favourite position. Saw it. Couldn't make it.
Yeah.
That's good. Just finding ways to get the attack a little bit more, aren't they?
Yes, and they've been persistent with it.
Yeah, keeping the pressure on, keeping the Koreans back in those defensive positions.
Do you think these two Indonesian players will call it a day after the Olympic Games next year? Only 27.
I don't think they will, no. I think they enjoy it. They're both players that really enjoy the game. As with a lot of the Indonesian players, they've got a genuine love of the game. And I have to say, it would be sad if they did.
Yeah.
Well-respected characters on the tour, good to watch.
Yeah.
It'd be a real wicket.
And now, only 3 points away from forcing this to a third and deciding game.
And again, they've got the attack. Missed it this time, but Koreans just being a little bit too happy to give the attack away at the moment. And again, H.Setiawan dominated. Again, that soft return to the centre, forcing the Koreans to go back past him. It's clever play.
Well, 5 game points for this semi-final at 1 game apiece.
Strange rally. Miss it, miss it, miss it. Don't think anyone used a string in that rally.
Still gain points, of course, to the Indonesians. That's gone wide, though.
17-20.
Rally's going very much with the attack in this second game, Jung. Attack that time, were able to convert it.
Oh, good return of serve. And the Olympic champions, Markis Kido and Hendra H.Setiawan, take the second game. 21-17. And will be treated to a third and deciding game. Good return of serve from Markis Kido.
드라이브만 집어넣거든요. 그냥 빼주면 돼. 빼주고 어? 자신 있게 자신 있어. 어? 지금 조금이라고 너무 많이 올라가요. 어? 하나만 제대로 놓고 몸 쪽으로 조금만 이렇게 흘리면.
Well, in a way, Ian, I'm sort of wondering to myself, what on earth one changed it all around there? Because I thought the same as you, and we verbalised it at 9-6. You said Indonesians need to be awfully careful here because I think the Koreans are just beginning to dominate. And from that moment, it all seemed to change.
Yeah, I think in the first game, although the Koreans were happy to go into defence, they defended in a very positive way. They were on the front foot, looking to counter, quick change of direction. As the second game went on, they just got a little bit passive and were just lifting and not being very constructive with the defence. And if you give this Indonesian pair time, of course, they've got great experience and they'll find ways to win points. I think the Korean coach will be looking for his pair to get a little bit more aggressive, even in the defensive situations.
Final game. Love all. Play.
So third and deciding game.
Classic Kido. Plays almost the whole rally on his knees. Here he goes. That's 3. That'll do. Great entertainer.
Job server. 1-4.
Of course, we've already mentioned the fact that Lee Yong has played prior to this afternoon. He was first on court on the mixed doubles on the adjoining court, television court. Match lasting 43 minutes. 2 tough games in the mixed doubles. Is that going to have an effect, Ian?
It could do, yes. Could well do. That's why I think the Korean coach will be a little bit disappointed with the way they relaxed in that second game. They'd kept the chance to really finish off this match in 2 sets. Now he's on court, still on court. Second, third setter, 3-setter of the day. Takes its toll. Again, the Indonesians finding ways to win the attack. Again, deep position for the Koreans in defence. Difficult to counter-attack from that deep in the court.
Yes, good angle on the smash, going across the body of M.Kido.
Yeah, Koreans haven't had much attack for the last...
Oh my goodness, that was 280. Very, very nearly. This week.
3-4.
It just shows when they get the attack, they've got the penetration, they can get through. They're just not finding ways on the first 3 or 4 shots to actually take the attack. They're giving the attack away again. It's the Indonesians with the first opportunity. But it's the Indonesians who have got the attacking intent at the moment, and again the Koreans happy to defend, and that's a dangerous tactic. Look how deep.
Well, the umpire, Niels Holm Mortensen, just saying to Markis, come on, you've got to get ready a little quicker.
Service over. 4-5.
Well, it's interesting that it's Lee Yong, younger of the 2 Korean players, younger by 6 years, 23-year-old, that's giving instruction and encouraging his partner. Well, Lee Yong is absolutely incensed. He's convinced it was a double hit. Look at his reaction. Well,
I'm not sure.
I wasn't convinced by that.
No, I didn't see. There was nothing conclusive on the replay either.
Over. 6-4.
So they're going to try and tighten the game up. Didn't give the lift away there. Played the block for once. And it paid dividends. Oh. Well, that's a miss, because again, Korea very away. Lucky to get away with that. You see it here, it's a little block. It was a cross-court short lift.
That's over. 7-0.
Has better defence, flatter defence, push to the mid-court, enables him to move up the court. You see it here, push, and he's coming forward. That's more like it. Again, block defence, that's better.
It's beautiful. Good control and good variation from that last rally. Back level. Pardon. 10-7 the advantage.
Again, flatter defence.
Yeah, that's a terrific angle.
Yeah, because when
he can suddenly do something totally different, can't he?
that's the difference between the last 3 rallies. His career playing high defence, and that gives Kido the opportunity.
Wide.
9-10.
Yeah, 10 all. Just tempted into trying to go for one that had gone past him. And it means that the number 2 seeds have the narrowest of possible margins as the players change ends in this deciding game. Just 1 point in it.
Kalau kita ngendorin ya balikannya mereka makin jahat. Nggak apa-apa, kita lebih ini lagi, maksa lagi. Belok-belok kayak tadi bagus nih, Dok. Ada belok bisa ya. Bisa ya.
Court 1, 20 seconds. Court 1, 20 seconds.
Young really trying to get his partner motivated. And win again.
Signs all week of a bit of frustration. We certainly watched the match. So their second round match against the Danes. Signs of frustration from Yong that his partner didn't seem as sharp as he has done in the past.
Yeah, I mean, Jung started this match very quickly, but as the match has gone on, he's got more and more passive. It's Yong here who's stepping up. That's 2 quick points on his own service.
Yeah.
It's good play, good intensity. Keeping the attack, keeping moving forward. Eventually finishes.
Starts over. 11-14.
What a neck shot.
Oh, that's great. Great touch.
12-14.
No, not ready.
Again, it's Jung in defence. That flat upward defensive shot, really not very good. Just hitting back up onto the attack, pays the penalty. It's well placed, right across the defensive position.
Close the 4-point deficit.
You see again the Koreans eventually giving the lift away, and that's a great smash. Very well placed.
It's landed in. Good call by the line judge. So now the Indonesians in the lead. And the run of 5 straight points comes to an end.
Yeah, keeping the shuttle flat this time.
It's gone wide.
There's the opportunity here with this one, I think. It's coming back into defence, is well placed. It's back to the rear court, little block there, lots of space.
Real frustration now with the Korean pair. They seem just, I don't know what's happened to them.
Well, again, this is a poor defence trying to hit. There's no Indonesian in the front half of the court, yet they're still trying to. It's not very good awareness, really.
Had a little think about it, didn't it? Hit the top of the tape. Came back the Indonesian side, and it means that once again it's all level.
Again, Indonesia able to take the attack. It's the drive defence from the Koreans which sets the Indonesians up again.
Don't know whether H.Setiawan changed his mind there. Seemed to be a nothing shot.
Trying to block, and then realised halfway through there wasn't the space for it, that his opponent had stayed up the court. When they've got the attack, they look effective.
Well, the lead fluctuating from pair to pair.
Big difference in that rally. When the Indonesians were on defence, they used the block to turn it and give themselves the opportunity. Well, here's a big one. Here's a big point.
19-all, deciding game.
Took the in, tried to get control.
And that means that it's match point now. Jung and Yong. And they've done it. Well, look at the delight from Yong. Well, come through a difficult match. And they've taken it in the deciding 21-19.
21-11, 17, 21-19.
Umpire confirming the score, the 3 games, 44 minutes, and it's interesting to me that that 3-game semi-final, only 1 minute longer than Yong's 2 games in his mixed doubles semi. Did see an awful lot of very quick rallies, but look at the reaction. He was worried about that, was Yong. You could tell he was getting up tight. You could tell at times he was getting frustrated. And there's confirmation of the score. 21-11, 17-21, 21-19 in the deciding game.
Open finals shall commence at 12 noon. We hope tomorrow. Thank you and good evening.
Well, men's doubles draw. Now we know the final, and it will be the current world champions, 4 times world champions Kai Yun and Fu Haifeng up against the number Jung Jae-sung and Yong. And I can tell you that one of those world championships, it's a repeat of the 2009 world championship final, and my goodness, what a thriller that was. Went the full distance, 28-26 in the deciding game, if I remember correctly. So it's been an excellent day of badminton here on semi-finals day at the Yonex Denmark Open, and it all started mixed doubles. And the Danish combination of Joachim Fischer-Nielsen and Christina Pedersen have a match point in the deciding game against the newly crowned world champions Jiang Nan and Zhao Yunlei of China. What a thriller it was. 22-20 in the deciding game. Then we had women's singles and the world Wang Yi-han against the 2-time world junior champion Intanon Ratchanok. Well, in all honesty, the world champion gave a demonstration today. So good on her court coverage, physically so strong, and coming through in 2 straight games, 21-14, 21-6. Then it was men's singles, and the world number 1 Lee Chong-wei up against the home favourite, the 3-time former champion Peter. Well, it was a tough match. Peter Gader had his chances in the second game. Very close opening game, which the Malaysian won 19. And then Peter Gader, the 34-year-old, had 4 game points in the second, but he couldn't convert, and Lee Chong 23-21 in that second game. Then it was women's doubles, and Kruse and Ropke from Denmark outclassed by silver medalists, the now world number 2 ranked pair of Tian Qing and Zhao Yunlei. 21-12, 21-5 in just 30 minutes of play, but you have to give credit for the Danes. They weren't expected to get through to the semi-final, but they were taught a lesson earlier today. Then it was men's doubles and the second 3-game semi-final of the afternoon as far as we were concerned. And what a great match it was. The Olympic champions, Markis, M.Kido and Hendra H.Setiawan from Indonesia, former champions here, but couldn't get through to the final as they did last year. Beaten by the Koreans Jung Jae-sung and Yong. 21-11, 17-21, 21-19 in the deciding game. Well, that concludes our semi-final action, of course, for today. All 5 finals tomorrow. That's 1200 local time, 1000 GMT. From all of us here in Onza, from Ian Wright and myself, Jill Clark. Tomorrow. Bye for now.